we're back again for another YouTube video. If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking. I hope you enjoy today's video and don't forget to like and subscribe. So today we are going to be reviewing one of the most controversial foundations on the market at the moment. And if you haven't guessed so by the title already, we are going to be reviewing the new Becca Zero Colorless Foundation. Yes, that's right, I said colorless. There is no pigment in this foundation whatsoever. Why, may you ask? We're about to find out. So before we start unboxing, unraveling, spatuling this... Spatuling, is that a word? Spaturizing? Spatuling? Anyway, before we start getting our hands dirty with this No Pigment Foundation, I know, you're thinking the same thing I am. So we're just going to have a little read around the foundation itself. So, apparently, this Becca Zero No Pigment Foundation is to blur, and so it says here, just to add to, I don't know, is it insult to injury? I don't know. Probably when you spent $50 on it, it's probably insult to injury, but never mind. So it uses clear light blur technology, which diffuses light to smooth and blur imperfections without pigment. Now, I'm not being funny, all right? But isn't the whole idea of foundation to have color to it? That's why you swatch the colors, you try and get as close as to your natural skin tone as possible. This basically negates that point. I mean, there is nothing to match. There's nothing. Even the packaging is a little bit kind of bleh. Yeah, I'm a little bit like, I don't know, presumptuous that this really is just a fancy way of saying I'm a primer. So let's get into the unboxing anyway. You're probably curious to see what's in the box, considering that I'm kind of expecting an empty box, to be honest with you. That's how I'm perceiving this, is that if it's not really going to have any color to it, then what am I looking for? Anyway, so let's get into it anyway. So it comes in this very minimalistic white box with the Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation. Yeah, I mean, there's not an awful lot to say about the packaging. So if we open up the box, and inside it's obviously got the little pot of foundation. So just going to take that out. Oh, okay. First impressions. That is $50 Sing dollars worth of colorless foundation. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a very interesting packaging. Yeah. It's basic. It's not even interesting. I'm gonna say that the packaging for this, considering the marketing that has gone behind it and the concept, this to me is very basic. I don't know what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't this. I think I was expecting, I don't know, confetti, streamers, poppers, all that kind of stuff going off. That this is something that is completely new on the market, apparently. But considering the way that this has been, yeah, kind of like brought out to the public, this was not what I was expecting. I'm not loving the packaging, if I'm completely honest. It's basic. Okay, so you then just take the little lid off the top, like so. I did see that obviously it comes with a little spatula, which apparently is how you apply the foundation. However, this is neither use nor ornament to me. I will end up losing this in a heartbeat, so let's just chuck that to one side and cut out the middleman. So obviously just taking off the protective screen, yeah, whatever you want to call that. That is the foundation. Which again, to me, it's got a very matte gel-like appearance to it, which is interesting. It's interesting. It's a very interesting concept. It looks like a primer. I'm going to be honest. It looks total legit like a primer. Anyway, so I think we've kind of spoken about the basic packaging enough. Let's actually get into trying this out. So just a caveat here, I have sat myself in some natural light because I want to really see what this does. I have got my little handheld mirror here to really get up close and personal to those big pores to see what this actually does. And we may throw a little bit of concealer on. I'm not going to put any other foundation on top of this, even if this does feel like a primer, which I suspect it does. I'm not going to put any foundation on because that is not why I bought this product. I didn't buy it to use it as a primer. I bought it as a foundation, and I'm going to test it as such. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, let's see what this bad boy can do. So I'm just getting up close and personal to the camera. You can see that I've got some fairly big pores around here. I've obviously got some red veins around my nose. I've got a few blemishes. I've got imperfections like most people. I'm not expecting a no pigment foundation to correct the color, but what I'm actually looking for is to see that real blurring technology to come in and to feel the hydration. So let's see what it does, but this is where we are at the moment. What I might do is I might just kind of leave one half with and one half without just to see how we go, and then we'll do the whole face, see how it goes, and then we'll just apply a little bit of concealer, you know, where I can see that I need a little bit of help, and let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to dive straight in. I'm not going to use the little spatula, like I say, that to me is neither use nor ornament. So I'm just going to go in with probably about that much, which is just a tip of my fingernail. So about that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just kind of put it in between my fingers. That's quite an interesting consistency. I feel like I don't know. I didn't know what I was expecting. So it says to press and tap this into your skin. So let's just go ahead and kind of just gently place that on my skin around here. I'm not going to wipe this around. I'm literally going to do what it says. I am going to gently. Ooh, now that actually, I'm going to be honest, that feels really nice. It's got a cooling effect to it. It does feel moisturizing. It feels very water-like. To say the consistency was a bit more gel, it does feel like water. It feels water-like. How interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of with it so far. Just kind of like, I'm trying to push it into my skin, which is what it tells you to do. I wonder if you could use this on your lips. Quite hydrating. Food for thought. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna let that kind of soak in a little bit. Like I say, I've not wiped it all over my face. I am literally just pressing it into my skin, in the hope that following the instructions may give us a better indication as to what this product actually is capable of doing. So let's just see how that goes. I'm going to let that just sit for a minute, and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I've just had a look kind of up close and personal in my mirror. To be honest, I don't see a difference. I'm going to really put this out here. I really do not see a difference. I mean, no. Okay, maybe it's kind of difficult because you really do want to believe in the product. You really want to believe that that blurring technology is there. But if I'm really honest, okay, the pores around here are like marginally better, but I wouldn't say that it's $50 worth of better. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I wanted to believe in it, but I can't. I mean, it feels beautiful on your skin. It's a little bit tacky to start with, which I kind of expect given that it's quite hydrating. But once it's kind of like calmed down on the skin a little bit, I would imagine that this is quite nice to go in and bronze and put a little bit of blusher and all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for something that is hydrating, again, the blurring, I'm really sorry, I don't really see that. If I'm honest, I don't really see it. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but I wouldn't have put more on, if I'm honest. I think that was enough product for one side of my face. I haven't got any on this side. This is still just my own skin. This is with, obviously, the No Pigment Foundation. Yeah. Sorry, Becca. I'm not seeing. Yeah. I'm not really seeing it, sorry. Okay, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna put a little bit on this side as well to even this out. I'm then going to just pop on a little bit of concealer just under the eye area and kind of where I know I've got areas that I need a little bit of help. And let's see what that looks like. I've actually given up now in terms of pressing this into my skin. I don't think that really makes any difference, to be honest with you. Followed the instructions and it's not kind of making any difference, so let's just go for it. Let's just get it on. Okay, so that is it on completely, the entire face. Yeah, I'm not living for it. Yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. Right, let's get the concealer on. Okay, so I'm back. I've got a little bit of concealer just on the under eye area, and obviously just around my nose. I'm gonna be very, very honest here. I'm really disappointed in terms of I knew what I was getting in terms of a no pigment foundation. You know that this is not going to behave the same way as another normal foundation with pigment in it. So the likes of my normal foundation with, you know, the color, I mean, you know that it's just not going to behave that way, which is perfectly fine. But I think marketing it as a foundation, yeah, I think, to be honest, I know they were using this as a hybrid between makeup and skincare, but to me this is just purely skincare. There's nothing to do with makeup in this. There's no way that you could justify this being part of somebody's makeup routine. Skincare, yes. Makeup, no. So in all honesty, I mean, I'm glad I've bought it and I've tried it. Would I buy it again? No. Would I recommend it? No. There's better things on the market, but like I say, I get the feeling that it is a gimmick, it is a PR stunt, that they have tried to sell something which is not as it seems, which is from a reputable makeup brand such as Becca. It's a little disappointing to see. Now, what I would say is that if you are looking for something that is super hydrating, that is more of a makeup and skincare product, the only one that I would recommend at the moment that I have used quite a lot of, I would definitely buy it again because I love it, is the Chanel Le Beige. This is a water fresh tint. Now this does a similar thing to what the Becca is trying to do, kind of. It's very hydrating, it's very moisturizing, it's got a little bit of tint to it. It's not like a tinted moisturizer. I know that sounds really weird, but this is actually a very liquid type of product, but this is beautiful, and you can actually put this underneath your foundation. You can wear it as it is because it does have the pigment to it. You can build onto it if you wanted to put concealers and blushers and da-di-da-di-da. This is one that I think, in all honesty, outweighs the Becca. I know they're slightly different products, but I think for me, if I was going to go with one or the other, considering the price point, there is a little bit of difference between the two. Obviously, you've got Chanel up against Becca, but this to me does not deliver what it promises, whereas this delivers and promises, and it's every time. It's consistently good. So yeah, I wanted to try the Becca Zero. I think it was worth the try. Again, now that that has set into my skin for a little while, I'm still not seeing it. My lips are really dry as well. But yeah, I'm not loving it. I'm really sorry. I wanted to believe, but I just, yeah, they've really let me down. So the answer to the question that we were asking ourselves at the very beginning of the video is no pigment foundation. Why? We still don't have an answer. To be honest with you, why would you do it? So there you go, there you have it. We have shed no light onto the subject, apart from that it is a very expensive primer. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you all again soon. Bye.